Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are talking about, I think this is the effing DoorDasher's fault. FedEx worker says customer complained after he mistakenly took their Jack-in-the-Box order. So this is actually gonna be a very interesting one for me, because the person that is making this particular TikTok has already gone viral after stealing their neighbor's food. So with that said, I actually want to go over what this person is saying in this article, how it actually is for DoorDash drivers, this FedEx worker, the customer that they potentially stole from, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. In what seems like a storyline straight out of an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, a FedEx driver shared how he received his first complaint driving for the delivery service. It's really ironic how a FedEx worker stole a DoorDash order from someone else. You would think that he would be on the receiving end of these things more than once, so he would not cause these problems for everybody else. Also, if you don't know what I'm talking about on how he's actually stolen orders before, I made a video talking all about that. I'll leave it in the description. Feel free to check it out. Adrian at Adrian Peru says he accidentally took a repeat customer's DoorDash Jack-in-the-Box order for himself after thinking the homeowners gifted him the meal. So I just got off the phone with my boss because apparently I got a complaint while I was delivering today, and I have the evidence right next to me. Adrian starts his TikTok. I'm gonna leave his TikTok as well as his profile in the description so you can develop your own opinions on the subject. First, you steal your neighbor's food, then you're stealing the people that you're delivering to's food. Like, what kind of disgusting monster are you? Honestly, this person is an absolute failure in every way, and he shouldn't be on any delivery service, let alone FedEx or DoorDash or anything else. Because this person's just gross. In his defense, Adrian says the home routinely puts out a basket of snacks and drinks for delivery drivers. And on that day, there was a freshly dropped bag of Jack-in-the-Box waiting in the basket. I'm sure he made that up for the sake of the TikTok, honestly. He's done this before. This is a repeat event. This has gone so far for too long, and now it's finally swinging back in his face. It's called karma. I'm delivering my normal route, and there's this house I always deliver to, like every day. And I love that house because they have a effing box with snacks in it. It says for delivery drivers, kind of looks like this. He says as a photo of a box filled with treats shows up on the screen. All right, so today I pull up and it's always like my last stop. I pull up and I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I'm ready for my water and my chips. They always have something there, but today I went up to the door and there was a bag of effing Jack-in-the-Box right there, and I was like, oh, like they hooking it up good today. While it may not be totally uncommon for certain customers to have water and snacks for their drivers, and we appreciate those people for sure, that doesn't mean you steal somebody else's food. And let's not forget, you do this all the time. That's your MO. Why should your boss believe you? You're a piece of garbage. Like, I really hope this video ends with, and he got fired. I've been working hard. I delivered some heavy packages, so I was like, damn, like I said, thank you. They have a Ring camera. I even gave them a thumbs up. So I have this S here. He says as he holds up the bag of Jack-in-the-Box. I'm sure your neighbor felt just as good after you stole his food too. Trouble was, the homeowners didn't leave the food for him. That was their meal, and the DoorDash delivery person seemingly mistakenly thought the for delivery driver sign on the snack basket meant that they should leave the fast food there. And if you honestly believed that food was for you, you're out of your goddamn mind. Or you're just trying to justify your poor behavior so you don't get fired. And honestly, I hope you get fired. People like you suck. I'm not mad that they made a complaint against me, because I'd be mad too, but I think this is the effing DoorDasher's fault for leaving it in the box that says for delivery driver. So for all I know, this food was for me. And now I'ma feel guilty because I'm about to eat this food, he says. So let me get something straight. You stole their food. You're trying trying to make it sound like it's totally okay for you to have taken their food. Then you try to make it sound like it's the DoorDasher's fault for putting it either near somebody else's door or near a basket or wherever, steal their food, and you're gonna feel guilty blaming the DoorDash driver while still eating their food? Are you just stupid? Or were you dropped on your head as a child, or did your parents just bash you into the table? I feel guilty, but at least I'm full, he added in the caption. Is that what you said about your neighbor? That's what I thought. Adrian's video was viewed 1.5 million times, with many commenters pointing out that the entire experience wasn't anybody's fault, as the DoorDash delivery driver could have easily been confused by the sign on the basket outside of the person's house, thinking that they were being instructed to leave the food there. Adrian seemed to agree with this sentiment in the end, joking in response to one commenter, "We all confused here. The things you do for content, huh?" Honestly, there's so much wrong in this statement that I have to break it up part by part. The entire experience wasn't anybody's fault. It is 100% your fault. Claiming that it's not anybody's fault is just a way for you to justify it in your own mind so you can feel less guilty about the crap that you pulled. You're disgusting. The DoorDash driver could have easily been confused by the sign on the basket outside of the person's house. No, they couldn't have. But if anything, they would take a snack, a bottle of water, leave the food, take the picture, and dip. That doesn't mean that you can justify you stealing their food for that reason. No, if it's normally a bottle of water and chips, it doesn't mean that you get food for yourself. Are you really that stupid? We all confused here. No, you're just stupid here. And the biggest joke out of all of this is you. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. This person has a history of stealing people's DoorDash orders. If it's not their neighbor, it's a FedEx customer now. If it's not a FedEx customer, it's gonna be somebody else. Honestly, this is the kind of scum that shouldn't be on any delivery service. He is literally admitting to food theft. Why isn't he in jail yet? And if this is just a parody and he's doing it for clout, he should really be ashamed of himself, because he's really making all DoorDash customers, all DoorDash drivers, and just the company itself feel stupid for the crap that they're pulling here. FedEx, I really hope that you fire this guy, because this guy is more of a deficit to your company than anybody else that you could possibly work for you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.